Formula One is on the verge of its most explosive drama of the season. After weeks of rumors, Lewis Hamilton finally addressed the possibility of Christian Horner joining Ferrari as Frederick Vassar's replacement. The seven-time world champions. A statement is poignant and could be a sign of a major storm brewing at Ferrari. Is Ferrari really on the verge of a major clash over the Horner issue? Let's discuss it. The 2025 season, which was initially filled with hope for Ferrari, has now turned into a nightmare. Lewis Hamilton's arrival from Mercedes was expected to mark the beginning of Maranello's revival. However, the reality on the track suggests otherwise. The SF25 has proven to be far from competitive. Ferrari has yet to achieve a single victory, and podium finishes have become rare top pressure from the Italian. Media, and within the team, has begun to focus on team principal Frederick Vassar. Vassar's promises of technical reform that have yet to materialize have put him in an increasingly heated position. Amid this turmoil, the name of Christian Horner, the former architect of Red Bull's dominance, has suddenly surfaced. A heated rumor has once again rocked the Formula One world. This time, the spotlight is on Horner, the former Red Bull Racing Team principal, who is reportedly being seriously considered by Ferrari chairman John Elkann. Two major Italian media outlets, Gazzetta dello Sport and Corriere dello Sera, are reporting this information with near certainty, so it is no mere rumor. Interestingly, this isn't the first time that Horner's name has come up in connection with Ferrari. In 2022, rumors circulated about Horner possibly moving to Maranello, but Red Bull quickly put an end to them. Horner stayed, and Ferrari kept its existing lineup. Now, however, the situation is very different. Horner has officially left Red Bull following a series of internal controversies that damaged the team's reputation. The cracks that were once tightly closed are now wide open. The timing is perfect. Ferrari is at a crucial juncture as it heads into a new era with Lewis Hamilton in the 2025 season. The title-hungry team needs a strong, experienced, and charismatic leader to guide the project. However, this is precisely where the dilemma arises. The question isn't just whether Horner is suitable to lead Ferrari, but also something much deeper. What would happen to Lewis Hamilton if Christian Horner actually took over? Hamilton and Horner have a long history of rivalry, and it's no secret that they haven't always gotten along. Would Ferrari become a dominant force or an internal battleground if the two were to meet on the same team? The relationship between Lewis Hamilton and Christian Horner can be described in one word: frosty. Since the height of Red Bull's fierce rivalry with Mercedes in the turbo-hybrid era, the tension between them has never truly subsided. Behind the scenes and in front of the media, insults are exchanged. Horner frequently belittles Hamilton's achievements, criticizes the world champion's decisions, and occasionally disparages the Mercedes team as a whole. Hamilton hasn't remained silent. He has repeatedly called Horner an attention seeker, who enjoys stirring up controversy for the spotlight. In fact, when shocking rumors surfaced in 2023 about a potential Hamilton-Verstappen partnership at Red Bull, the driver swiftly dismissed them. "I never had a serious conversation with Horner," he insisted. Hamilton called the issue nothing more than cheap drama, a public maneuver deliberately staged to shake the peace of the paddock and boost Horner's personal profile. Now, with the latest rumors suggesting that Ferrari chairman John Elkann is courting Horner, speculation is heating up again. If Horner joins Maranello, a major question arises. Can two figures engaged in a Cold War work under the same roof? Or is Ferrari simply creating new conflict amidst their major transition to the Hamilton era? In a recent post-race interview, Lewis Hamilton finally addressed the growing rumors about Christian Horner potentially joining Ferrari. While he had previously remained silent, this time Hamilton offered a brief yet meaningful response fraught with implicit pressure. "I've spoken about Christian before. My focus is on this team. But leadership is important, and I'll be watching closely," he said flatly. However, when reporters pressed him further, Hamilton couldn't hide his concern. He openly stated that such a structural change could impact the project's dynamics and direction with Ferrari. While not explicitly threatening to leave, Hamilton emphasized that Horner's presence could complicate things. "I didn't come here to be part of a soap opera. I came to win," he said firmly. These words were not mere rhetoric. They were a clear indication that Hamilton deeply values the integrity of his long-term project at Maranello. For the seventh world champion, internal stability, interpersonal trust, and a shared vision are essential for success. If Ferrari is considering replacing Frederick Vasseur with someone like Horner, who is known for his authoritarian leadership style full of intrigue and controversy, then the foundation Hamilton has built could be severely shaken. In other words, Hamilton is sending a clear message. If Ferrari wants to achieve glory with him, the team must avoid drama and focus on winning. If Horner joins, more than just Vasseur's position will be displaced. His dominating style, similar to his time at Red Bull, could bring about major changes from the organizational structure and technical staff to the race strategy. For a conservative team like Ferrari, such rapid and sweeping changes could backfire. Even more worrisome are the team's internal dynamics. Will Horner support Hamilton as the team's centerpiece? Or will he choose Charles Leclerc, who is more familiar with Ferrari's culture and may be easier to manage? If Horner is unable to manage the egos within the garage, the potential for conflict between the two drivers could escalate. With new technical regulations set to take effect in the 2026 season, now is a critical time for Ferrari to establish a strong foundation for the future. It's a golden opportunity, but also fraught with pitfalls. Lewis Hamilton, who will enter his first season with Ferrari in 2025, has made it clear that he wants to be involved in developing the 2026 car. He wants to leave a prestigious legacy with this project. However, persistent rumors about Christian Horner's potential arrival at Maranello are clouding that vision. If Horner arrives, he will bring his own philosophy, trusted associates, and direction, which could lead to an internal battle. The tug-of-war between two powerhouses with enormous egos and reputations could be either a powerful driving force or a destructive force from within. Amid all this speculation, whispers have emerged from the paddock about Hamilton's possible departure, Mercedes, Aston Martin, or even Audi. All options are now open if Ferrari takes this risky step. If Christian Horner becomes Ferrari's team principal, it won't just be a change of manager. It's a major gamble that could either bring Ferrari back to the top or destroy their hopes for the next decade. If Lewis Hamilton leaves as a result of this decision, the team will lose its greatest asset, and the entire Formula One world will be shaken. The entire Formula One world will be shaken. A seven-time world champion's departure from Ferrari's ambitious project means more than losing a driver. It symbolizes a rift in vision and direction within the legendary team. Formula One will witness one of the most dramatic sagas filled with intrigue and power struggles in its modern history. Will Christian Horner's arrival strengthen Ferrari or destabilize Hamilton's long-term project? Let us know your thoughts below.